during this process or before. I'm Karen Volpe. I have the privilege of being the instructor for this workshop. This group of thespians, we have everyone from people who had an introduction to theater, learned theater terms and stage directions and just all the basics. And then we had others who came and developed their acting skills a little bit more, got more experience, learned a little bit more about theater arts and about acting. And they also learned a lot about themselves, I think, particularly this group. We were just in there talking, we almost forgot to come out, about theater and how accepting people in theater are of one another and appreciative that we are of one another's unique qualities. So they got kind of into a heavy conversation for their age. It was really cool. So now they are ready to channel all of their energy. They got a crash course in what it takes to put on a theatrical production. You know, if I counted up the rehearsals, they probably had 5 or 6. And to do what they're going to do in here tonight is remarkable. I always wish that you could have seen our first few rehearsals, or even yesterday's rehearsals. And you would be a lot more impressed with what is going to happen on this stage tonight. You are the last element of learning what it is to put on a theatrical production. You are the live audience. And that is that last element. That you give an energy, they give an energy, it fills the room, and there's an exchange. And to me, that is the real magic of theater. So enjoy the magic. We are going to begin tonight's presentation for the evening with a monologue by Abby Harkins.
I hate my clothes. This one's too cutesy. I really have to look mature tonight. How about this one? Nah, Dad would never let me out of the house in that one. Okay. Found it. Not too frilly, not too skimpy. Makes me look a lot older. Bingo. Dance till my feet fall off. If the guys don't ask me, I'll ask them. I plan on dancing till my dad rings that doorbell, and even then, I might not stop. These feet are gonna... Wait. Shoes! Oh man, I hate these shoes. Should I go for comfort or for image? Heels, wedges, sandals, straps. How about this pair? Nah, those will weigh me down. And tonight, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna twirl. I'm gonna sail. Hold it. Huh. Shoe perfection. These will look so major cool with this outfit. When Valerie gets an eyeball of me, her hair will stand on end. Hair! No, I hate my hair. Ponytail? Too sporty. Slick back? Too lightweight. Do I wear it up? Nah, too librarian. Pigtails? Heck no. I look like a ball stocking. Casual windblown look. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh yeah, this is the look, all right. Valerie, eat your heart out. I've got the hair, I've got the dress, I've got the moves, I got the shoes. I am it, girl. Your makeup is gonna run down your face like makeup? Oh no, I hate my makeup!
He gestured for them to get up, and they started walking down the street back to his car. I don't have a Cecil, she said. I don't belong to this town, I just live here. So the only thing I have right now is understanding. This isn't for you anymore, I need to understand this. How will you do that? I have strong evidence that it is some sort of creature making these attacks. these attacks. I do love it. Yes, I know about that. Pamela sent me an email with that video attached and told me that you got it somehow. You weren't supposed to have it, and that you need to forget it, and that I also need to forget it. This means I'm still watching it. Then she sent it to me 4 more times. I don't think she's very good with computers. I was trying to get more.
So Rebecca, astronaut catapulted in and onto the roof.
But as she's arresting me, I was
Why? Why there no seven to massive city shop lectures on why did the old guy was around because it's there. Hey, everyone, stop!
Sitting at Prim's knees guarding her is the world's ugliest cat. Mashed in nose, half the Sorry.
Maybe we should tell these stories one at a time.
I don't think all these people came here to sit and listen to us read stories.
We could act them out.
That's a great idea.
After all, we are actors.
But I'm not sure we have time to act out 11 different stories.
So which one should we do?
How about the ones we've been rehearsing for 2 weeks?
Another great idea.
Let's make those stories jump right off the pages and come to life.
Let's get started.
Our first story will be Rhodopis and her golden sandals.
The scene is a small house in Egypt.
Our actors will portray the king, the king's subject, an egg, an eagle, Rhodopis, and her sister.
I'll be Rhodopis. I'll be her sister.
One sister was very sweet and the other was very mean.
You be the mean one. You saying I'm mean?
No, I'm just saying you'd be good at playing mean.
I am a superb actor. All right then.
I shall be the king, with you as my aide and you as my subject.
Now, we just need someone to play the part of the eagle. How about you?
Cool.
Very well then, let us begin. One day, Rhodopis' mean, ugly sister.
You didn't say anything about her being ugly.
Okay, she's not.
That's better.
One day, her mean sister set off to see the king in order to marry him.
You didn't say anything about marriage. I don't want to get married.
You're not the one getting married. Your character is the one getting married.
Yes, this is just a show. It's not real.
I know that. Okay.
And so, the mean sister set off on her journey to see the king.
What's your name again?
Rhodopis.
Oh, right. Rhodopis. Okay, so Rhodopis. I'm going to go off and I'm going to go see the king and I'm going to marry him because he's all rich and powerful and then I'll be rich and powerful. What do you think of that?
I think God's married for love, not money.
Whatever.
Can I come with you to meet the king?
No way. We'll see how sweet you are and what you do instead. You sit here and do the laundry and junk like that.
So Rhodopis stayed home and cleaned the house and did the laundry. But after a while, she grew tired of cleaning and decided to take a swim in the river. What are these for? You'll see. Hey, they fit. That's good, because they're very important. Rhodopis took her sandals off to swim in the river.
Suddenly, there appeared an eagle flying high overhead.
I'm an eagle and I'm gonna peck your eyes out.
Wait a minute! That's not what the eagle does!
It's not?
No!
Then what do I do?
You take one of her sandals.
You sure I can't peck her eyes out?
She's sure.
Just take one of the sandals and wait back here.
Okay, I'll wait back here with the sandal.
Now we change locations and go to the palace where Rhodopis' sister has just arrived.
Your Highness, this subject wishes an audience with you.
Your Royal Highness, I know in my heart that you
Woe is me! Woe is me! There's no need to be so dramatic. Simply state your request. The king is very kind and will listen.
My husband lost his fishing boat in a storm and can no longer support our family. We are poor and hungry and need your help. Will you help us?
Yes, it is wrong for any of my subjects to go hungry. So we'll give you some gold so that you may buy another boat and start again.
Upon hearing this, the subject cheered to the king.
Give me a K!
K!
Give me an I!
I!
Give me an N!
N!
Give me a G!
G!
What's that spell?
King!
Yay, king! Wow,
was very lonely and in search of a wife to love him and for him to love.
I envy that fisherman. It must be nice to have a wife and a family who loves you. I wish there was someone out there for me.
Just then, an eagle flew above the king.
And I peck his eyes out, right?
Wrong! You've been playing way too many violent video games. The eagle takes the sandal and drops it into the king's lap.
Can I at least poop on him?
No!
Fine.
Look! It's a sign!
Now, it's a sandal.
I was speaking metaphorically.
I hate it when you do that.
That's why I do it. No, this belongs to the woman I'm destined to marry. I will search the kingdom until I find the woman whose foot fits this golden sandal.
Wait a minute. I've heard this story before.
Yes, this is Cinderella. Only we're using a golden sandal instead of a glass slipper.
Yeah. Where's the fairy godmother?
And the mice and the pumpkin.
And a stepmother.
They're not in this one.
You call me this one Cinderella?
Not really. The story was first told in Egypt around 4,000 years ago.
That's a long time before Disney.
In a Canadian Indian version, Cinderella marries a warrior who is invisible and turns her sisters into aspen trees. In a version from Germany, the stepsisters get their heels and toes cut off trying to fit their feet in the sandal. And then they get their eyes poked out by white dogs.
All right.
Sounds like they played the same video games that you play.
In a version from Haiti, Cinderella is held by an orange tree planted by her mother's grave.
Wait a minute. What about our version? We didn't finish our Rhodopus story. I hate when people don't finish their stories.
Rhodopus met the king and tried on the sandal. It fit, and they lived happily ever after.
Thank you. I needed that.
The end.
Our next exciting story is about a princess who rescues a snake. In return, the snake plans to bite her. The name of the story is The Snake. We take you now to a palace courtyard in Spain.
I am a snake. I slither very fast. I slither on the ground. I slither through the grass. I am a snake. I slither very fast. I slither under logs. I am a snake. I'm stuck. Help! I'm stuck.
A beautiful young princess was walking through the courtyard when she heard the snakes cry for help.
Oh my goodness, you're stuck, aren't you?
Whatever gave you that idea when I said help or when I said I'm stuck?
When you said you were stuck, and the fact that there's a log on top of you and you can't move.
You're very perceptive.
Thank you.
You think you could help me out now?
Oh, sure.
That's better. Now return your good deed, but biting you.
Wait a minute, that's not a very nice thing to do.
Why not?
Because I just did a good deed for you.
So?
So?
Why should that make any difference?
Why should that make any difference?
Did you know you repeat what people say?
I repeat what people say.
Yes, it's very irritating. Prepare to be bitten.
Wait. Please don't bite me.
I'll tell you what. You seem like a nice enough princess. If you can find others in the kingdom who agree that a good deed should be repaid with another good deed, then maybe I won't bite you. Agreed?
Do I have a choice?
No.
Ugh! Fine, I agree.
So, they both went in search of others in the kingdom. The first one they came across was a frog.
My dear frog, I need your help
And why should I help you?
because we're friends.
Oh, are we now?
And why do you question our friendship, little frog?
Several months ago, the princess here dropped her ball onto the well. She asked me to jump in after it, which I willingly did.
That was a good deed.
Indeed it was.
And did the princess repay you with a good deed?
Hardly! I asked if she would give me a kiss.
I heard somewhere that if a princess kisses a frog, he'll turn into a handsome young prince.
And did she kiss you?
I don't think I like where this is going.
I asked if she would kiss me, and I guess I wasn't good enough for her. She said frogs are gross and she could never kiss one.
So, you did a good deed for the princess, and she repaid you by refusing to give you a kiss.
That is correct.
Interesting. Thank you, Frog.
Well, that didn't go very well.
You're very perceptive.
So, off they went to do more research. Good deeds. They found many in the kingdom who had done good deeds for the princess, but not one of them had been repaid with a good deed by the princess.
Well, that did not go very well. At all.
How about I bite you in the neck? The venom is far more effective that way. Overall, you just sort of go to sleep after writhing around in pain for a few hours, of course.
Help.
Perhaps I can help you, princess.
Coyote, please help me.
Ha! She will not help you. She is a coyote and cannot be trusted.
I am deeply hurt by that remark.
What can you do to help me?
First, we must return to the place where this all began. To the log. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Snake was trapped under this log. Is that right?
Yes?
And the princess freed you, right?
That's correct.
How could you have possibly been trapped under this log? I think you deliberately tricked the princess into getting near you so you could bite her.
I didn't do that. I'm not a trickster like you.
Why don't you just admit that you lied and tricked the princess into the situation?
I didn't. I'll prove it. Lift up the log.
Like this?
Yes.
Oops, looks like you're stuck again.
Hey!
Princess, you are now free of the snake.
How, Coyote? How can I ever repay you?
You can kiss my friend, the frog.
Oh, no.
The princess did free the snake again. The snake did not try to bite her this time, though she never did kiss that frog. The end.
I'm still stuck.
Poor little frog. Our final story is the story of the three hares. It focuses on following the ways and the teachings of your parents. Our scene is a small rabbit stand in the country of Turkey. Once upon a time, there was a mother hare and three little hares.
I have something to tell you, children. It seems only yesterday that you were little bunnies hopping around in your bunny nursery, but now you're all grown up. Look at you. You're my baby and you're already 32 years old. So, I have been thinking, and, well, this is very hard for me, but I think you're too old to be living at home anymore. You need to leave me and go dig dens of your own. Just remember to dig them down deep to stay safe from the fox. Beware of the fox. He's crafty and will catch you when you least expect it.
Well, this is all on our own.
Oh man, I don't want to be on my own. Who's gonna gather carrots for me and take my bunny for the cleaners? Mom and Dad always did that.
It'll be like so great to not have mom and dad around. I can throw a party every night if I want to. It'll be so cool.
Just remember to you dance deep to stay safe from the fox.
I can't dig a hole, I might break a nail.
I have way better things to do with my time than dig a hole.
But what about the fox?
I can like outrun a fox.
He's really fast.
Hello. I work out like every day.
But the fox is really crafty.
I might not be a rocket scientist, but I think I'm smarter than a fox.
Okay, just be careful.
The three hares went their separate ways to build their homes.
I'm like not going to listen to mother and father. Imagine me digging in the dirt. Yuck. I'm ready to live above ground cute little cottage, and I'm gonna paint it pink.
The first little hare did just that. He built his cottage out of twigs and leaves and was very proud of himself.
Isn't that just like the cutest little cottage you've seen or what? And just look at that view. Most bunnies would kill for a view like this.
Suddenly, the fox called out to the little hare.
Well, looking good. You look positively delicious, and I'm very sincere about that.
Oh, thank you.
I was on my way to the gym to work out. Would you like to join me?
Yeah, let me just grab my... Wait a minute. You're a fox and you'll swallow me in one gulp if given a chance, but I'm like not giving you a chance.
The little hare quickly ran back to his cottage.
You'll never get me now.
Do you think this flimsy little cottage made of twigs and leaves will keep me out?
I was kind of hoping it might.
Well, you were kinda wrong.
Is this the part where you swallow me in one gulp?
Yes, it is.
I was kind of thinking it was. Hey, watch the fur! I just had it done!
So, I'm sorry to say, fox swallowed the first little hare in one gulp. Let's see what happens to the second little hare.
I just can't see taking the time to dig a hole. This whole thing about fox eating rabbit is just a big media hype, if you ask me. It's all about acceptance and diversity. I'm gonna live right here in the roots of this tree.
So the little hare did just that. She built her home in the roots of the tree and was very content.
This is perfect. I can hear the birds singing, and it's cozy and warm.
Just then, the fox came by.
Hello, little hare. How are you today?
Fine. And you?
Not bad. I am a little hungry, though.
See, this is good. We're having a nice conversation. He's hungry, so I'll invite him for lunch. Fox, in the spirit of friendship, I would like to have you for lunch.
Oh, no, no, no. I will have you for lunch. I insist.
Wait a minute. A fox having a rabbit for lunch is just not politically correct.
I have to disagree with you with that one. A fox having a rabbit for lunch is a perfectly natural thing.
See, this is good. We're having a healthy debate.
I'm about to be very unhealthy if I don't hurry up and have you for lunch.
There is nothing I can say to change your mind?
Nope, but I do have one question.
Sure. What is it?
If you know that I'm a fox and that I eat your kind, why haven't you run back home yet?
I am home.
Didn't your mommy tell you to dig a deep hole to keep you safe from the fox?
Actually, she did.
Too bad you did listen.
But we were getting along so well!
The fox had the second little hare for lunch. Let's see what happens to the third little hare.
Mother and father said to dig a deep hole so the fox would not get me. So I dug a hole even deeper than where I was raised. I live far from the earth, safe from the fox. Life is good.
Hello, little hare. Lovely day we're having. Would you like to go for a walk?
Have you go away and leave me alone? I know you. You're the fox and it's only one go if you catch me.
How observant of you. How about I try to catch you? She's actually a little bit cuter than the first one, and a lot smarter than the second one. Perhaps you mean another day.
The fox and the third little hare never did see one another again. The third little hare lived a long time and eventually died of old age after having 437 children. The end.
And that is the exciting conclusion of story time. We end this evening's presentation with two more monologues. The first one is called Waiting Room by Madison Abood, followed by Driving with Pappy by Katie Tyler.
Excuse me, have you heard down, and I don't want a nice soda pop. I want some information. And would you quit calling me young lady? I'm not that young, and if I were, I certainly wouldn't be old enough to be a lady. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I know you're just a volunteer who's just supposed to wait by the phone and let people know when the operations are over. It's a very nice job, really. It's just, it's not enough. It's not your fault. You're just a nice old lady who's trying her best, and there I go calling you an old lady. First I tell you off for calling me a young one, and then I go calling you an old one. Talk about a foot in the mouth. I'm sorry, I'm just such a wreck. No, I'm not okay. I'm very not okay. It's my age, really. If I were a little girl, they would leave me at home with a babysitter who would give me lots of ice cream. I'd never even know my sister was hit by a drunk driver. And if I were older, they'd let me in there, wherever my parents had been taken. And I'd be closer to my sister and I would know what the heck is happening. But here I am, not young, not a lady, stuck in some huge room with couches that smell like medicine and a TV stuck on the news channel. And a stranger who's trying to be very understanding, but who doesn't know anything more than I do. Oh my gosh, it's the phone!
Is the room spinning, or is it me? You have to excuse me if I'm a bit spacey. I've just been out driving with Pappy Joe. It started innocently enough. He was so proud when he saw my report card that he wanted to take his favorite granddaughter out for an extra large ice cream sundae. And it's not like I'd ever turned down an offer for ice cream. Big mistake. Big, big mistake. I should have realized something was off when we buckled in. Pappy pulled his seat up so far that his chin was almost touching the wheel. And before I could even think about it, we screeched out of the driveway. I don't know what came over my grandfather, but suddenly he turned into the Pappy of Doom. Pappy from the land of nearsighted. Pappy, road warrior. What are all these people doing out in the street? Get out of my ding-dong way! Dagnabbit, where'd you get your license? Off of a cereal box? Raffin, smaffin, ritzin, fratzin. When's the town planning on paving these potholes? When's the town planning on paving these roads? I keep hitting the bleep bleep potholes. Pappy Joe, I gasped nervously. I think we're riding on the curb. Oh, sorry, he replied. They ought to widen the blankety blank street. I don't know how we made it to the ice cream parlor alive, what flavor I ate, or how we made it back in one piece. All I know is that the next time Pappy starts feeling a sweet tooth, I'm baking cookies.
They were good, weren't they? They weren't all on the stage at the end of every story, and I want to give them individual bows. But first, I would just like to invite all of you to become involved with Altoona Community Theatre if you're so inclined. Come to see the shows, get involved on stage, backstage, all kinds of ways. This organization is a really, really vital community group for our economy. It's just a good group in terms of if you want to get involved and meet a lot of different people and be out there in the community. We have Rails and Ales, a brew fest coming up that has nothing to do with children's workshops, obviously. But it is a major fundraiser for us because it does take a lot of money. We are in existence to produce quality live shows. And we are privileged to be able to rent the Mishler Theater, which is such a gem in our community as well. But we are also in existence to provide an opportunity for people of all ages to express themselves, an outlet for their expression in so many ways. And it is one of the top-notch community theaters in the country. It really is, in so many ways. So I hope that these young people, that you'll come back and be involved, after you graduate, you can be on the board of directors and run this place, or if you move out of town, that you get involved with community theater groups in wherever you land. So I do want to give them the opportunity to have their individual curtain calls and vows. So I'm going to introduce them to you. We give out certificates every year, suitable for framing, or scrapbooking. So I am going to bring them up individually to take their vows. First of all, we have Abby Harkins. Madison Abood. Katie Tyler. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The older teen class last week did their performance, and I thought 2 of them out of 13 could handle a monologue. I thought 3 people out of this class, probably more, could handle a monologue. And the older teens did not memorize theirs. These girls jumped on it. This is a very difficult thing to do. You nailed it. Next we have our cool eagle, Nathan Everson. And our snake, our sneaky, sneaky snake, Trip Worthington. And the beautiful and sassy princess, Vivian Compton. And our sly coyote, Chloe Kessling. Gregory Wenzel. The second hare, the little bratty hare, Emma Haraberta. And the smartest hare of the 3, Kay Boland. And our last minute announcer, I said, Wyatt, will you make this announcement to introduce them? And he played the king so royally, and also our fox, Wyatt Tanner. Take a group bow, we don't have to do that. Go ahead, one why don't you guys pose here so people can get a picture of the group, the class picture? Okay, so maybe a few of you sit here in front. We didn't plan this, I just thought of it. Why don't you put them together? Scoochie that. Scoochie that. Scoochie that. Or you can stand. Okay. Just make sure you can all be seen. You're good, Peg. Can you see everybody? All right, go ahead, and you're welcome to take it from there or even come down here.
Sure.
You want to get one from here? This is Alice, who did our lights, and she also works in the office here at ACT. She's going to get an official photograph for the webpage.
Yes, if any of you took pictures during and you're okay with ACT possibly using them, like when we post on Facebook and everything, tag us or message them to us on the Altoona Community Theatre Facebook page so I can steal them.
Great. Okay, once again, thank you for coming, and good job.
He's a good child. That's the name of him. You're not getting it. It's not that we're going to get it.